Welcome back to The Price of Business. I am your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. As always, delighted to have Super Julie Braun on the program. She's with an excellent company called superinterns.com, and what they do is they add a level of professionalism to the intern process that's so needed, and they customize intern programs that really meet the needs of the student. And they're not always students. They're people who are sometimes going back into professional careers, and they use an internship as a way to do it and to walk away with really quantifiable experiences to take to their next job. Meanwhile, they help employers make sure that the intern just isn't being utilized to make coffee, and to make sure that the intern is supervised and led and guided in a way that builds an entire organization. I tell you, I can't believe it took so long for something like this to come out there, but thank God you came out there, Super Julie.
Thank you so much, Kevin.
I love what you do, and I always love your guests as well. Who do you got for us today?
Sure thing. So this morning we have Tyson Adams, who is the co-founder of Zuda Organic. Good morning, Tyson. Can you please tell us about your business?
Yeah, thank you, Julie. Thank you, Kevin. So Zuda Organic, we are a organic, raw, cold-pressed virgin coconut oil, and we have a really wonderful manufacturer who has perfected the art of coconut oil, and we're bringing it in from Thailand, and currently are launching on Indiegogo, which is a crowdfunding campaign. We're nearly 90% there, and then from this point, once it's funded, we're going to be taking to Amazon to fulfill through Fulfillment by Amazon.
So what kind of funding expectations do you have on the crowdfunding?
What kind of funding do we have? Or
what level are you pursuing on crowdfunding? Funding?
Oh, okay, yeah. So we're pursuing $10,000, and we're right at $9,000, and so we should hit it within the last 5 days of the campaign, and from there we'll bring over more coconut oil than just for fulfilling to those backers. We'll bring over enough to also start our Amazon business.
Very cool. Super Julie?
Yeah, so Tyson, there's a lot of coconut oil out there in the universe, but yours is really different. You hit on it in the beginning. You said raw. Can you tell us a little bit more about what makes it so unique?
Yeah, what's really interesting about the coconut oil industry that not a lot of people understand is that the FDA only requires that coconut oil is 80% coconut oil, and it can be 20% other oils. The other thing that's really not regulated very much is that the terms cold-pressed and virgin, which most people look for on their labels, those are also unregulated. So most coconut oil is actually processed at heats as high as 200 degrees Fahrenheit, which is actually burning the oil. It creates the coconut oil to have a very strong smell and flavor that sometimes is unfavorable to certain people. And so because we process our coconut oil raw, we can do it at temperatures nearly half the industry standard. And in doing so, we have a very nice fresh fruit smell and taste, and it's a lot more clean and pure than most industry standard coconut oils.
Let me ask you, so those are very compelling reasons, but what would you say motivates someone to support you in a crowdfunding environment?
Yeah, I think that one of the things that sets us apart is that there currently is not a lot of coconut oil companies that are doing anything that gives back in any way. We've actually partnered with the Ayurvedic Institute in Albuquerque, and they use coconut oil for many things, from oil pulling, which is to swish it around in your mouth to pull out toxins. They use it for massage. They use it for food. And Ayurvedic practices came over from India, in and around the 1980s to America. And they're a nonprofit organization. And so by partnering with them, we take 1% of our sales and we put it back into their research and into their organizations so that they can continue to, put out wonderful health-related alternative medicine practices for America and for the community that really enjoys it.
Super Julie?
Yeah, so Tyson, you have something like 101 ways to utilize coconut oil on your website, I think, free stuff. Can you tell us a couple more benefits beyond massage, and you mentioned oil pulling?
Yeah, so contrary to popular belief, eating good fats is actually good for your heart. So that's one thing. Also, there's been some research just recently that was put out that eating coconut oil about 3 tablespoons a day over the course of 1 year can actually train your body to burn fat, and so you actually lose around 15 to 17 pounds if you change nothing else in your diet. So it's a wonderful weight loss, natural weight loss approach. The other thing is that it's a natural energy booster. So they do a lot of research with mice where they give one mouse coconut oil and the other one doesn't have coconut oil, and the one with coconut oil can swim twice as long. So, I'm a rock climber, and I usually take 2 or 3 tablespoons before I climb, and it creates a ton of longevity and stamina in my workouts. And also, back in the late 80s, early 90s, the Olympic community actually thought about banning coconut oil as a performance enhancer, but because it's a natural product, that didn't end up getting approved. So it really is tremendous for a number of different reasons.
Yeah, sounds like it. That's fascinating. So, why don't you give the website, specifically the one for the crowdfunding, for people to get more information on that?
Yeah, so our website actually redirects directly to the Indiegogo campaign. So that's located at Zudda, which is ZUDDHA, and then it's .organic. Organic, of course, is a different type of extension URL. It's for certified organic products.
Yeah, very good. Julie, we've got a couple of minutes left. Why don't you wrap it up for us?
Sure thing. So I love your product. I love what you're creating, Tyson. I was just thinking, what are the plans for the future? Do you have other product extensions you're going to go after?
Yeah, the one that I'm actually most excited about is there's no organic coconut. Well, actually, it doesn't matter if it's organic or non, but there's no coconut protein in America. It doesn't exist, and the reason why is it's very expensive to create. Our manufacturer has developed a way that, instead of just throwing away the byproduct of the coconut, we can actually harvest it and turn it into coconut protein, which is an organic version, protein powder. And we've tried it. It's amazing. It'll be a new product on the market that, nobody else will have, and it's a great alternative to whey or to other soy proteins that are out there.
Very good, very good. Do and remind the listeners as well to check out superinterns.com. You don't want to miss that. And as well as the fact that this show continues 24/7 at priceofbusiness.com. When we come back, we're going to have much more for you. And stay tuned for it right here on this station.